Hello, hello.
Happy Valentine's Day!
Happy Valentine's Day, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's a
I
great
switched
day.
to our special red background that we've never used.
I know. I was like, oh, okay. Looks different.
No, I don't know
um,
that the megaphones go with it, but whatever.
not for today being Valentine's Day,
At least
but
you want to
there's
shout from the mountaintops, I'm in love!
yes, and there's also a big announcement.
Correct. Do you want to make it?
No. I'll let you make it.
Wait. Okay. Well, if you're watching this live, you're the very first people to know that Big Bang is back. We are returning this year in person. We'll be in South Florida from July 24th through 27th. And if you want more information on that, head over to bplevents.org, probably starting at 1 p.m. Eastern today, February 14th. But after that, the site will be live. Registration will be live, and we'll be excited to have you back with the network in person this summer in South Florida.
Yes, register. I'm so excited to meet.
And I also have my bag ready because you and I are heading there tomorrow.
I know. We're going to be in person once again. I'm actually really happy. I think the last time we saw each other was in December, maybe. So
that sounds right.
I think so. Yeah. So we can't wait to go scouting basically and make this a memorable experience.
And if everything goes according to plan, I think we're going to try to film a couple of joys down there. So, if you're thinking about coming to Big Bang, we'll show you around the resort. Maybe we'll take you to a couple leavings to learn. Leaving to learns. I think it's leavings to learn.
Yeah.
It should be pretty fun.
Yes, and you gave away a keyword: resort.
Yeah,
hotel.
That's right.
So,
well, all right. So we have special guests right now, and actually, there's vacant. I'm sitting to the right or the left of my screen, depending upon how you're looking at this, for a very specific reason.
Yes, and as you can see, I have a budding shoulder right here.
There is. So, welcome our guests.
Yes. Let's welcome our guests.
Welcome, guests.
Welcome.
That's awkward.
Loved ones.
The show is nothing if not awkward.
I know, right?
All right. So, who's your special guest, Carla?
This is my sister. I'm kidding. This is my wife, Alyssa. Yes. That's you.
This is also my wife. We like to dress alike.
Yeah. Every day.
Is this an everyday thing?
This is my wife, Sheri Klein.
Nice. Hi, Sheri. I'm so glad that we're seeing y'all again.
It's good to see you.
Hung out in person before. Yeah. So
we thought we'd have our loved ones on today because it's Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And why not share our broadcast with the people that we love?
That's right.
That's very nice.
So I want to get started by just asking, like, how long have y'all been together?
Funny you should ask that.
This journey.
Well, we actually started dating in February 2020.
No, that was last year.
February 2000. Sorry,
okay.
22 years ago.
Yep.
And we met. Actually, we met in AmeriCorps after we both graduated from college. We did a year of service in Washington, D.C., and we ended up both moving back there when the program ended. And that's and we basically, our first happy hour where we reconnected was the State of the Union address during the Clinton administration. So
is that bar still open and still there?
We're ancient.
I mean, you would know. You guys have spent a lot of time in DC, right?
Yeah,
we have. And we don't know.
Well, wait, what bar?
So I don't remember the name of the bar, but it was in Capitol Hill, and they streamed. It was probably cable at the time. And they had the State of the Union on, and it was like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right. And so they would announce, as people come into the chamber, Madeleine Albright, and the whole bar would be like erupting in applause.
And these two were like losers.
No, we were into it, but then we were getting shushed at because we were all like hooting in and hollering, and we had a good time that night. So enough to go on a first date.
Yeah.
So
And what about you all? How did you meet?
Well, back when I thought I was straight, maybe about, you know what? Next month it's gonna be 10 years, so we're gonna celebrate our 10-year anniversary.
Nice.
And yeah, we met 10 years ago at this. You're gonna think I'm a nerd, but we went to a Xena Warrior Princess convention, and I flew across the country to go to LA, and she came from San Diego, and we met, and then we continued a long distance relationship online for about 2 years, and then I moved over to California, and then we moved again across the country to Washington, D.C., and now we're in New Jersey. So, 10 years later, here we are. Thank you, Xena.
Nice.
Thank you, Xena.
Thanks, Xena. Love it. Yes. But you all, I mean, I know your story, but you all have, you've sort of like crisscrossed the country together, right, Lisa? Like, where are you now?
Well, right now we're in Jersey, but we just bought a house. Well, we're closing on a house in a week from now.
No, it's Friday.
Oh, shoot.
This Friday.
This Friday. So, I mean, it's coming up real quick. But it's going to be in Delaware. Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to keep going across the country, though, because she's from the West Coast and I'm from the East Coast. And we've done the trip 4 times already. And we're probably going to do it again in a year from now. So,
yeah, lots to plan.
Congratulations. That's amazing.
Yes.
Thank you. And have y'all always been in Connecticut aside from DC?
No, where else we lived in? We also lived in Brooklyn.
Yeah, we were in Brooklyn for a few years, and then we moved to Westchester.
We lived in Yonkers, like Westchester.
Well, but Yonkers was great. Yeah. So we were in Yonkers for I think almost 6 years. But I grew up in Connecticut, and so the idea of moving closer to family to kind of support us, while we had young kids and working, et cetera, was sort of the impetus for that. And so I always say to Chris, who considers mostly Colorado home, isn't it weird that you ended up in Connecticut, in this teeny tiny state?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's how I feel we're gonna feel when we're go to Delaware, the first state.
But we could, we live in the first state ever, so you can be proud.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have a question about recently we were in Eunice and I with our Ashe fellows last week, and the question is, one of the questions that we asked our fellows was, tell us a story of how like you experienced love, or being that it's Valentine's Day and we're coming up on time soon. What is, I mean, maybe like what is love, or how do you experience love, or what makes today a day like Valentine's Day so special to y'all?
I mean, you're our guest, so.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll go first, but I'm more anxious to hear everyone else's. So for me, I actually always did not enjoy Valentine's Day even growing up, it was just never something. I just felt it was very artificial, and there was more obligation than anything else. And I was always sensitive that it would hurt people who might be feeling lonely. And then, I work at the ad council. I've been there for, now over 16 years, but about 7-8 years ago, I started working on our diversity, equity, and inclusion initiative called Love Has No Labels. And we actually filmed a couple of PSAs around Valentine's Day. The very first was in 2015. And that was a very, well-known execution at the time. It was pretty, new to the field of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And the intention around Valentine's Day is to think about love differently. Love is an action. And how we show love to people is really important, particularly those who need love most. And so we really just really leaned into how do we celebrate love and acts of love to other people. And so So yeah, and so I guess Chris is maybe running now. We did as a follow-up to our initial inaugural PSA, we did a follow-up at the Pro Bowl in 2017, where we took what is traditionally a very heteronormative, white fan cam or kiss cam. And we used it as an opportunity just to really celebrate diversity. We filmed it live. And not knowing, how NFL fans were going to react at the Pro Bowl, it was a little bit, nerve-wracking being there. But what was amazing was that when we did the first sort of kiss cam iteration, this scene right here, the whole crowd erupted in applause. And it kind of, it still brings me joy because you don't know how people are going to react. And so, but everybody deserves a standing ovation in their lifetime. So to have, two men kiss on a big jumbotron and the whole crowd cheer, you kind of realize just how much love really does speak to everybody. And so if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It's on YouTube. All of our resources are at lovehasnolabels.com. We've since had a number of executions, but that's a very long-winded way of me of saying, like, the way I think about love now is not so much about romantic love, but just about how we treat each other more broadly.
Wow.
I mean, that's beautiful. And the video is beautiful. I love it.
I gotta stop sharing it because it does.
It's very emotional.
Listen, I always think of that when I go to live events, and I'm just like, oh, I would never be featured on a kiss cam because, how do you read two women who are next to each other? Like they could be, how do you read that relationship?
So sisters.
Right.
Oh, that's so cool.
In the interest of time, I'd also love to hear Lisa. What's your
Sure. I mean, yeah, I was thinking about that a little bit, but it won't be anything close to what Sheri just said.
But just so that it's also my job to be talking about it like that. But
yeah,
everybody's story is important, so don't do that.
So
just be proud of your story.
So I guess I would say for me, the experience is about connection, just being connected to the person that you're with, because it's, you can be happy, you can be alone, but when it comes to love and how I experience it, it's about the connection. It's about the experiences that you share and look forward to in life. And specifically to Valentine's Day, I mean, honestly, I feel a lot like Sheri used to feel about artificial holiday, but it's also the one thing I think I would say I love about Valentine's Day is the chocolates.
Not even her wife.
Nope.
Nothing.
I'm
chocolate.
down. I'm down.
But I love my wife too.
Oh my God. And is it a dark chocolate? Is it a milk chocolate? Is there caramel?
I would say the milk chocolate with caramels. Those, I mean, hands down. I mean, you don't have to get me anything else. Just get me the chocolates and caramels.
Love it. Noted.
All right, so let's wrap things up. But I'm gonna put Sheri and Lisa on the spot a little bit. We struggle every week with what should our closing send off be? Carla's got one down, and I just cannot land on one. So how would you send us off? Sheri, go.
What do you mean?
I usually say when we're about to close a video, I say make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.
Yep.
What is a send off that you think could work for us?
This is a good broadcast going on right now.
I wish you gave us more time.
I don't know. Love
kind of do this for a living. It would be nice if you gave me more time.
Oh, that's a good one. It'd be nice if we had more time.
There we go. Yes. Love that.
And with that, we'll see you this Thursday from Florida.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.